Hello everyone, welcome back to My Life as a Trainer with your host, Sinnoh Champion Lance. I know it's been a couple of weeks. I took a small summer break because things got a little hectic around my birthday. My ankle's been bothering me, so I've been doing chores a little bit slowly, so it's been taking more time, and I've just been exhausted. Things have been okay. Things are looking fine. We're ready to go again. Don't worry. Nothing bad happened. So let's get right into things, because we got to start our collectathon. We're going to start actually from our house. As Asher exits, the first thing we can do is, well, what's the best thing to do during summer? What do you think? Let's go for a swim. This is how surf works. You just get your vibe barrel and you hop on. Surf is very useful. You can cross over with any waterway you can reach. And no, you did not just see the screen change. It actually just switched tonight. It actually just hit 8 o'clock and we switched over. So that's an effect of time. I went from 7:59 to 8. You saw the 20 just now as I get out the thing. Yeah, that happens. It's very visible when times change. So that's another thing I want to show. Oh look, an item. Yes, if after you ping, it does that. You got an item. So let's see, it's about here somewhere. An odd keystone! Who would have thought there would be one here? That's our second one. We got one in the tower waiting to be used up. So yeah, that was there. And that's all we can get in this town for now. We're gonna go over the old routes, pick up things we missed, picked up items, hunt down trainers. Now that we've got most of the HMs, it's hunting season. Lake Verity. We actually can't collect anything here. You know why? Look at this. See how the water's so high up? Well, the cliff's high up compared to us. And there's no secret items over here. But I wanted to show this as an example of a place we can't get to yet. Later we will. Yeah, Verity is too low for us. Just like the water in my town's a little low right now. And I feel bad if you're living in Mississippi. I know that was kind of a, but our water is low. You should have seen some of it last week. It's gotten better, but not by much. There's an item up there we got, if you remember, when we first started. And there was another potion we got over from the person over here. That was a freebie. So basically, Verity Lakefront and Route 201. Call them complete. As I hop off the ledge. I think my Joy-Cons are playing with me more now. Or that the one step is being more than a step. Alright, I'll just run like this. Hopefully... Okay, we're fine. Oh, yeah. Potion over here. If you don't have it, bring out your little pokey and do it. Bring out the item finder. But yeah, the next several episodes are going to be me going back to places and exploring new ones to get items and things that we missed and things we couldn't get till now. This is what I call the Great Cleanup. Because we have a lot of areas unlocked, and I thought I could access the bottom of the walk just now for some reason. I don't know why. He must be getting to my brain. But yeah, Great Cleanup. We can go back, get a lot of the stuff we've missed, and clean up a lot of the routes. We can hunt for Pokemon. Now we have the greatest balls in the game, the Dusk and the Quick Balls. So you're going to see a lot of episodes at night. And here's Route 219. This is one of the routes we're going to explore later. Sand Gym Town had nothing in it. But we can actually this is one of the new routes we can now access. So after we're done most of the collectathon, we're going to head on this route. But I want to surf on this just for a little bit because I want to bring up something. Wing. There it is. It's a tentacle! Yes, you can actually fight mons while you're surfing. Yes, mons can appear while surfing. Yes, they can be different. Yes, the raids can be different. Yes, I have to include them now when we get to water routes too. Yes, I'll be going over them with the fishing during this collectathon as well. So, yay! I'll also include the mods on this route when we actually go explore it. I just wanted to bring up this point that now we can do surfing routes and all that. What fun! So yeah, now there's 3 types of Pokemon lists I have to go over. Isn't that amazing? Because it is. And look at that water reflection! That's nice. That's some detail. Notice how, I mean, that is good detail. I gotta give credit to that. But yeah, 3 lists. And tentacles that will be added to the Pokedex addressed in sea currents, count as fishes are hurt by its poison stingers. Tried to give the tentacle a nickname? Not yet. I don't have one, and I'll send to a box. And send to a box. Done. Tentacle additional data. Welcome to Mean. This jelly isn't funny. They are the water Zubats. They evolve into a special defense tank. A decent water poison that if you need both slots on your team, it can fill it. Especially now with Fairy. I have used one before in substitute of the flying water, not dragon, named Gyarados, of course. They're not bad at all. Honestly, they really aren't when they evolve. They do get a little annoying, but they're also real easy to take care of. If you don't have a Watermon, this is an acceptable substitute, especially now with Fairy. So yeah, remember that later. We have to come back here and I'll do the list then. 219 is not another focus on our exploration now. I do have a list up right now. It's just being a little fussy. So if you see me stop like this, I'm adjusting the list. Because I do want to try to make sure I have everything. From what I have, Route 202, we got everything on the first pass. Then again, we knew we kind of did. Hi. One-sided fist fights caught on tape. We got on this corner a Luxray. In the other we have a Starly. One-sided indeed. Because you know what's about to happen. He runs away. I could have one-shot it. Yeah, I know. I just didn't want to. It takes longer to do the animation than a run. I don't want to skip the animation. And, well, there's stuff we gotta do. So yeah, we basically covered these two routes up this far. So the only thing we've got in this episode is me explaining the water routes and the odd keystone. But we'll get to other things, don't worry, there's plenty. Trust me, there's more. And by the way, you're gonna notice I just passed an item. Shh, don't tell me. But yeah, we're back here in Jubilife. I think I'll check to see if there's any new apps, because they used to give you one after, I think it's 1, 3, and 5 in the original game. Plus there's an item here that's hidden I didn't get. I might as well check the lottery while I'm here. I didn't do that yet. I do have to explain the trainer to the left over there, but I'm waiting until later on when I can do a certain thing. Trust me, I haven't forgotten. I know they're there. I know there's a trainer right there we can fight daily. I mentioned it before. It's okay. It's okay. I know. It's okay. You can fight them if you want. But we'll get to them. Because there's a lot to explain about them. And I want to wait for the right moment to explain, alright? Good. I know we had this conversation. You guys are pretty awesome, you know that? What's going on? I think I am gonna go this way. And here we are. Let's see, did they leave anything in here? Nope, doesn't look like it. Nope, he didn't give us anything, alright. So he might have moved some apps and removed them. Or could have been platinum only. There's been a few. But note they only give you one here. If we go left, we're going towards the next destination. I don't want to do that yet, but that route is very near and dear to me. Ask Julia why! She has them on! But I'm gonna pause for a second. I'm gonna go do a little bit of exploring, okay? I'm gonna go try to find that item. Alright, back here. I finally found it. I feel like an idiot. Instead of me running around pinging the whole town, I asked Nancy where it was. Because I found on the other 3 files earlier and I didn't find it on Asher yet. And I wasn't sure if I did. Boy, am I an idiot today. Literally, send Gordon Ramsay to my house, give him 2 pieces of bread and have me call myself an idiot sandwich. That kind of idiot. I know most of the basic areas, but I forgot it was here. What we're looking for. I feel like I keep pinging fast too. See how I was doing that little ping? It's right there. It's right over here. Paralyze heal. I am going to have most of the locations known to me, so we don't have to do like these massive breaks again. But I'll like keep a general location open so we can easily find them. This one was me being a little tired and dumb. Speaking of, I'm getting the episode here because it's been about 10 minutes, and I said these are going to be shorter episodes, so we do a couple of routes, and then we go into our next topic. So how's that sound? We're about to go into our next topic after we're done and we save. Because I told you we would. Why wouldn't we, right? Yeah. So with this, Asher, if you please. It's what? Boy, I'm rusty when I'm hitting the wrong button. Okay, man, I'm a little tired. I'm gonna nap and I'm gonna do the new topic. Be right back, guys. The new thing we're doing is we're gonna discuss parts of the game, like types, advantages, and all that. We're finally getting into this. I know I waited till about midway in the project, but I'm not gonna cover like the basics, like, oh, fire is weak to electric. We're not going to do like a whole episode on that. So we're just going to talk a little bit about something else. I mean, I'm going to go over like a little bit of the history of, I'm going to go over something like this episode. But it's not going to be like, you know, things that are already talked about in the game. Or things that are, you know, you should know before playing. In fact, I'm not even going to show you a type chart. But we are going to talk about types and what about them. So like I said, I know I didn't really go over them, but as of Gen 6... Yes, Gen 6, there are a total of 18 different types of Pokémon. Generation 1 introduced the basics: normal, fighting, flying, poison, ground, rock, bug, ghost, fire, water, grass, electric, psychic, ice, and dragon. Generation 2 introduced steel, dark, and a special case, 3 question marks. We'll talk about that in a few. Put down your pitchforks. Don't touch the keyboard yet. Hold on. Nope, let me explain. I'll explain to it. And removed as a special case in Generation 5, well, after Generation 4, in Generation 5, is a triple question mark. We'll explain that again in a little bit. Generation 6 introduced Fairy. Yes, 1 type. Each Mon gets 1 or 2 types. Examples: Pikachu being electric type. And Piplup being water and steel. Well, not Piplup, but Empoleon. Types determine rock, paper, scissors in terms of effectiveness. Fire beats grass, which beats water, which beats fire. Simple explanation. Honestly, have a type chart for your generation, as they have changed over time. That's why I'm not including one. This is probably tiny for some people. Honestly, Google search is your friend. You can easily find one for your generation. I'll include the one for Bulbapedia if you want. I use Bulbapedias when I get stuck on it, and it works for me. Effectiveness: single type is, if it's immune, it does nothing. It's 0. If your opposing type, it has an advantage to you, aka you're fighting a fire with a water type. Your fire moves aren't going to be very effective, and it'll be 0.5. Neutral is ×1. Offensive advantage, which we call super effective, is times 2, which is what I'm going to try to lead you to using most of the time. Dual types get a little trickier. You multiply both. So if either of our types are times 0, like water, ground versus electric, it's still going to be 0. Anything multiplied by 0 is 0. So Ghost, Ghost Arc, and Ghost Normal are immune to normal attacks. Makes sense, right? Double resistance is 0.25. Which 0.5 times 0.5 is 0.25. Or half of a half is 1/4. Yeah, it does 1/4 damage. Who would have thought? Now, if you're super effective and resistant, it's times 1. If one type is normally affected, like say you have water normal versus electric type, it's going to be times 2 because it's, flat formula. It'd be a single type. So, yeah, if you have 1 times, it'd be 1 and 0.5 or 1, 2, well, you know what I mean. I have it here. 1 times 0.5 is 0.5, 1 times 1 is 1, or 1 times 2 is 2. It's standard formula. Just follow the top if that's that situation. But now, if it's double weak, it's times 4 damage. So if you have a water flying type fighting an electric type, times 4. We go for those. We love those, if we can get them. So just note that those are how the effects work, the types work, okay? Trust me, if you get confused, look at the things when I do the pre-gym and you'll understand most of them. Or look at a type chart and do your first attack type times your first defense, your attack type versus the first defense, and then do it again, and, times multiplying together. Because 2 and 2 is 4. Makes it easy to remember. But now what about the triple question mark, which is a special case? The triple question mark was in generations 2, 3, and 4. It's not a standard type and not assigned to a creature legally. What I mean by legally is that no Pokemon has this type in the game naturally. You can't catch one with triple question marks. You can't, No missing, no, none of that. No, we're not talking about those. If it's a standard type, like say you walk in Viridian Forest or you walk on Route 201, you're never going to see a triple question mark. That's what I'm saying. No hacking, no cheating, no modifying. Straight up, normal gameplay, no triple questions. It was assigned to one move, the move Curse, which is a special case I'll get more into when we get to the move. That's why it existed. Also, if you had an egg in Generation 3, it was given this type. In Generation 2, it was a hatching Mons type. In Generation 4, eggs are considered normal type. I'll get to that in a little bit. If it was given to a creature, the triple question mark would be times 1 to all in offense and defense. Arceus has a triple question mark type to prevent errors in Generation 4. I'll get to explain why later. The triple question mark is also used for placeholders for new types in official media before reveal. See Sylveon. I can't say what does a Mystery Dungeon or Pokemon Coliseum or others like that, as I haven't played them. But they do exist in those games too. It was retired in Generation 5 as Curse became Ghost. Again, more on that later. And also, eggs don't have their type shown since Generation 4. Like I said, I did mention that I'd get to the Generation 4 point later. The move thing will come in later. In Spanish, it goes by parentheses, question mark, parentheses instead. That's the only translation difference. All the other languages use triple question marks. But I wanted to bring this up because it is something that's programmed in to basically be an error collection for certain things. And that one move. So it's one of those that it's not really a type, but at the same time, it has some backing that I don't want you to be confused if you go playing all the games. See 3 question marks like, what type is this? No, it's just a special case. Don't worry about it. It's not actually an official type. So yeah, now I've probably broken some brains and explained this out. Next episode, we'll go a little bit more into this, maybe a little bit, and then we'll talk about some other things. I do have a list of things to talk about, and trust me, it's going to be things that'll help you. Like breeding, we're going to go over egg types, we're going to go over moves, we're going to go over hold items, stuff like that. Everything I promise I go over in detail is going to be during this time from now on until we get the collectathon done and we've talked about everything, okay? Good. Hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you on the next one. See you then.